See the game more clearly with high-definition spectacle lenses from Norville Opticians.
Billy, I imagine at the start of the season, this was a competition actually you might have been targeting, but you've had quite a bit more rugby than that. How do you view it now?
Yeah, definitely. It was something that I was looking at in the rugby calendar this year as a games for me to play and sort of show myself. And I'm really enjoying this competition as well as the A-League. Yeah, obviously I've got a little bit more first team than I would have thought at the start of the year, which has been great. But still view this as a great opportunity to showcase what I've got and just play in the first team.
I mean, can you be a little bit more outstanding, perhaps, having played in some of the other Premiership games and the European games? Can you sort of look to be one of the better players on the park, if you like?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a goal. Once you get a feel for sort of the top level, you do put a little bit of extra pressure on yourself to perform in these LVs and A-Leagues. But yeah, I'll just be trying to do my role as usual, and if extra things come up, then happy days.
How different are these weeks when there's a whole host of players away?
To be fair, it is quite different. Obviously, nothing changes training-wise, but having different people around and different people running the week changes things up a little bit. All our patterns stay the same, but maybe just a few different set-piece options. But yeah, we've still got quite a bit of depth, so the week doesn't change too much.
And a different voice shouting at you on the training part. Nick Walsh, obviously in charge. I mean, is that just a welcome break from hearing a different voice?
Yeah, it's quite similar really, because Walshy looks after all of our attack anyway. So everyone's used to his voice and his way of doing things anyway. But yeah, he's taken over sort of the head coach role this week, which is going really well. We've had a really good training week so far and team run tomorrow, so yeah, it's all good.
And in terms of his impact on you and what the rest of the three quarters are trying to do, I mean, it has just shown signs of clicking, hasn't it? Just the whole thing for the whole team's come together since probably the turn of the year. Yeah,
definitely. There's definitely been a change of sort of morale amongst the group. We've sort of, especially off the pitch as well, we've had a few get-togethers away from the club, which has really brought the boys together. And then I think it's shown on the pitch with our performances recently. And yeah, there's a real buzz about the group at the moment. Even with the boys away at the moment, there's still all the academy boys coming through. Real buzz about the group, and I think it's going really well for us.
So important you keep that going with a win then.
Definitely, yeah. I think we'll be focusing the next 2 weeks as big wins for us. Obviously, Ospreys this weekend won't be easy, but it'll be great to be back at King's Home and hopefully get a W.
And looking at the competition, obviously Saracens top of the pool. How do you view it? What's the aim for Gloucester here on in?
Yeah, look, obviously missing that kick at extra didn't help, but I suppose just the next 2 weeks we're just looking for 2 bonus points wins. I think it would take a pretty bizarre turn of events for us to make the finals, but having said that, all we can do is win our next 2 games with a bonus point and hope for the best.
And in terms of Ospreys and the challenge they'll present, I mean, obviously it's more varied opposition than what you'd face week in, week out in the Premiership, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose when it comes to the analysis side of things, we've got limited footage to look at. But yeah, we don't really know too much about them. I think that's why our focus this week has been about us. And what we have seen from them is they're very direct and quite physical. So if we can win that upfront physical battle in the forwards, I think we can play a little bit with the backs.
And is that quite nice, those sort of weeks, when you can actually look more at yourselves and rather than having to sort of work too much on the opposition? Yeah,
definitely. I think it makes the training week a lot more straightforward. From a coaching point of view and from a playing point of view, you can really just switch on to what we're trying to do as a team and just move forward with that.
Great stuff, good man.
Cool. Good luck.